Thank you for coming, Mark. And first of all, just state your name and where you're from, and go ahead.
Thank you, Tom, and Commissioner Marie, and all the survivors that are here today and other people here from our area. My name is Mark Blom. I'm a Roman Catholic priest. I work in La Ronge and South End with Cree people. And I belong to the Missionary Oblates. They ran many of the residential schools throughout Canada. And as one of their ancestors, I just want to say today to especially the survivors and their descendants and all the people of First Nations ancestry here and Métis, that from my heart I am sorry and I regret what happened to you individuals and as a people in these schools. And I'm here today to make present my ancestors, some of whom were the people who brought you to schools. Some of them were abusive, some of them were kind, and so on. I'm here to pay full attention to your stories and to listen to you. Because in the old days, there was no one to pay attention and to take your stories and your pain seriously. I'm also a child of Europe. My parents and their parents are all Europeans. And Europeans, when they came to this country, they came with their own ideas and their own plans, and they saw this country and the people who were here, and they kind of took over using their laws, their ideas, their treaties, their police. They divided up the country, and they kind of took it. And they also brought their iron tools, their rifles, their medicines, and their vegetables, but they also brought alcohol and some new diseases. And one of the things they brought here was the Bible. And they didn't always know really what that book completely meant. And these days I do a lot of weddings. And after the couple makes their promises, I'm the priest and I stand up and I say, what God has joined, let no one separate. And after I've done a lot of weddings, I started to think about not just the husband and the wife as being joined by God, but the children also. And so the separating of the children from the parents was a separation of what God had brought together in the mother and the father. And so for me as a priest, a descendant of Europeans, Christians, Oblates, Catholics, I've learned from our own Bible that what was happening with the residential schools was we weren't listening to our own Bible. We were separating what God had joined together. And so I apologize. I say in my own name that I am sorry for the suffering that you have experienced. And as long as I work here in the north and I've chosen to be here, I want to be a servant of healing among you. And one of the other things that's been said at Fort Simpson, John Paul II, when he visited there, the Dogwood people, he said something that shocked the people there and also the Catholic Church. He said, "Jesus Christ is Indian, insofar as Indian people are baptized." And so for myself and as a Christian church leader, we're struggling to understand and to really take action. What does that mean? That Jesus Christ is Indian insofar as those who are Indian are baptized. And so we learn a lot. We're learning from our own Bible, but mostly from Jesus, how to be with you, First Nations peoples, Inuit, Metis peoples. And if there's anyone here today who needs to say something to a priest, maybe a priest did something to you a long time ago. Maybe you didn't have your voice, you couldn't say it then. If you need to say that to another priest here, I'll be willing to hear that from you and to receive it. Tinagay.
Thank you very much. Mark from the Catholic Church, Roman Catholic Church here in Ronge, also serves South and Ranger Lake.